Either way, one of those inquiries that I know, not right now. Oh, I can do that. I don't know. How many people doing that? No, I mean, I think we should already have that. Yeah, I think let's.
We warmly welcome all our spiritual friends to Pittsburgh Buddhist Center, and I will wish Happy New Year to all of you. And today's program is like this. So first, now I think all of you are having a candle with you. You can light it and hold it in your both hands. This is first we are doing this candle vigil. After that, we are going to place them on altar, and then we offer all other things, flowers and other items to the Buddha, do short chanting, and then forgiveness meditation, as usually we do in the first day of any year. Then a special thing, that is our writing a resolution on board the leaves. We are going to distribute a board leaf made of paper. One of our volunteers dedicated his time and energy to make this beautiful card, the beautiful board leaf. Then we are doing a blessing chant, and at the end of our program, Bante Pema will join us from Singapore to give a brief talk. So this is our program today. So please light your candle and take it in your both hands. Now we are going to do our candle vigil. Now we are going to do our contemplation. Before that, you can prepare your body, your mind to this special event. Focus your attention and your vision into the flame of the candle which is on your hand. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Be in this present moment. Be with the guidance. Just like this candle dispels the darkness, the wisdom of the Buddha dispels the darkness of ignorance. May this little candle be offered to the Buddha in appreciation of his great wisdom. With this merit, may I be able to spark the light of wisdom in my mind. With that wisdom, may I shine my life and the lives of many others. This candle keeps lightning depending on many conditions such as this wick, wax, and air. So does my life. Substance of my life depends on various conditions such as this body, family, society, and the environment. I am grateful for all conditions which make my life possible. May I realize this interdependency and develop compassion to all in my mind. Now, please repeat after me. May this candle be offered to the Buddha in appreciation of his great wisdom. With the blessings of the Buddha, may there be light in my life throughout this new year. May I do well in my career and life. May I be blessed with strength to overcome challenges in my life. May I be able to transform my obstacles into opportunities. May I maintain my positive thoughts in dealing with people and difficult situations. May I develop my wisdom and compassion. May I be able to benefit many living beings in this year. May the light of wisdom shine my path. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now please come to the Buddha one by one and you can place the candle on the altar.
go in a semicircle. We all make a little semicircle. So the kids can get to all of us without having to wiggle for everybody.
Now let's do our chanting. If you have our chanting book with you, please turn to page 5. Salutation to the Namo Tasse Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhasse Namo Tasse Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhasse නමෝ තස්සේ භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්සේ. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. The five precepts. Panati pata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, Surāmēraya majjapamādātthānā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagavā arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu
Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati Sattha Deva Manussanam Buddho Bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Samvittiko Akaliko Ihipassiko Oganayiko Padmishattang Veditambo Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavatu Sāvaka Sangho Ujjupatipanno Bhagavatu Sāvaka Sangho Nyāyapatipanno Bhagavatu Sāvaka Sangho Samīti patipanno bhagavatu sāvaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani atte purisa punggala Isa bhagavatu sāvaka sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Dakkiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttarang Punyak Ketang Lokansati. Sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offering of light. Ganesarattitene Deepene Tamadang Sina Tiloka Deepang Sambuddhang Pujayami Tamunudang. Offering of incense. Kanda sambhara yuktena dhupena hang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyang tang puja bhajana muttamam. Offering of flowers. Vanne gandhe gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami munindassa siripada saruruhe pujemi buddhang kusumene nene punyene metena labami mukkham uppang milayati yata idam me ayo tatayati vinasabha. Offering of water. Adivasi tunu bante paniyang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama. Offering of drink. Adivasi tunu bante ilana panchayang imang අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම. Worship of shrine. වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සබ්බඨානේසු පටිච්චිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සාදු.
Spiritual friends, now it's time to practice a kind of meditation. Today is the first day of a new year, so today we are practicing a special meditation that is called forgiveness meditation. So you can prepare your body and mind for that meditation. Just relax your body, be in this present moment. You can keep your eyes closed gently. Either way, it doesn't matter you are sitting on a chair or on a cushion. Try to keep your upper body somewhat upright. Both hands you can keep on your lap. Right palm on the left palm. Take a deep breath here, slowly. Hold it as much as you can and slowly breathe out while relaxing your upper body. Take a few more breaths and then come back to your natural breath. Mindfully, be in this present moment and be with the guidance. You are here in front of the Buddha. With the release of our breath, let's release all grudges, resentments, enmity, and disappointments. Recall main incidents of your life during last year. Fully acknowledge if you have acted unwisely. Fully appreciate if you have acted wisely and mindfully. I forgive myself for all my mistakes. I determine to be more vigilant. I forgive myself for all my failures. I determine to be ardent. I forgive myself for all unskillful things done through my body, speech, and mind. I determine to be more mindful. Others may have done wrong to you due to their unenlightened nature, just like you have sometimes acted unmindfully and unwisely. Others could also have acted in the same way. They are victims of their defilements. Therefore, they are worthy of my compassion, or I may have misunderstood them. They might not mean to hurt me. Whatever the case, I forgive them all. I do not carry this enmity to next year. May they all be fine. May they have courage to overcome their defilements. I forgive all others who have hurt me through their speech. I forgive all others who have hurt me through their actions. I forgive all others who have hurt me through their negligence. Think about any events that you happen to hurt someone else during the last year. I seek forgiveness from all those whom I may have hurt in my family, among relatives, neighbors, and friends, intentionally or unintentionally. If I have done something wrong for anyone during last year, I seek forgiveness from them all. May they understand me and forgive me. If anyone get hurt due to my negligence of greetings, duties, or concern, I seek forgiveness from them. May they understand me and forgive me. With the release of all these grudges, worries, and disappointments, may my mind have space for all good virtues. Just like flowers bloom in the light of rising sun, may my mind bloom virtues, loving kindness, compassion, sympathy. May I develop wisdom and be able to walk towards enlightenment in this new year. In this new year, may I develop wisdom and compassion. In this new year, may I be able to walk towards enlightenment. In this new year, may I be able to walk towards enlightenment. In this new year, may I be able to walk towards the enlightenment. Kapam patantaj nindukha bhayam patantaj nibbhayam sukam patantaj nisukha untuk sabbipi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Take a moment to deeply feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful forgiveness meditation in the first day of this new year. Appreciating this opportunity, let's say sadhu to conclude the meditation 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now before we go to our blessing chant, now other thing that special thing that you are going to do, write your resolution on our board leaves. So take your time, mindfully. You have to write a resolution for this new year. One of our volunteers made this beautiful board leaf for you. So you can write whatever resolution in this side of the board leaf and keep it with you. Don't forget it here. Keep it maybe wherever you can keep it safely at your home. Maybe wherever you are doing your chanting and the Buddha statue. Otherwise, you can keep it near your bed. What you have to do is, after you have written this, what you have to do? You have to observe it. And at the end of this year, you can observe whether you have reached your goal.
නිච්ච සක්ඛෝ උජෝච සුජෝච සුවචෝ චස්ස මුදුවනති මානී සන්තුස්සකෝච සුකරෝච අප්පකිච්චෝච සල්ලව්ක උත්ති සන්තින්ද්‍රියෝච නිපකෝච අප්පගම්මෝ කුලේසු අනනුකින්දෝ නච කුද්දං සමාචරේ කිංචේන විඤ්ඤෝ පරේ උපවදේ සුඛිනෝ වාකීමිනෝ හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තා යේ චිපාන භූතන්ති දසාවාතාවරාවා අනවසේසාදීගාවායි මහන්තාවා මච්චිමාරස්සකානුකතුලාදිට්ඨාවායේව අත්තිට්ඨායේච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවා සම්භවේසීවා සම්භේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තාන පරෝ පරන්නි කුද්දේත නාති මඤ්ඤේත කත්ත චිනං කංචේ ව්‍යාරෝපනා පටික සංඥානාඤ්ඤ මඤ්ඤස් දුක්ඛමිච්ඡේ මාතායතානියං පුත්තං ආයසායේක පුත්ත මනුරක්ඛේ එවම්පි සබ්බ භූතේසු මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සබ්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝචති වියං ච අසම්බාධං අවීරං තිත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගත මිද්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේ බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝති පිංච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා නේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනේයගේ ධම්මයි ජාතු ගබ්බසෙයං පුනරේති ඊතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සුත්තිතේ හෝතු සම්පදා ඊතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඊතේන සච්ච වච්චේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං තන්නං කරෝ මහාවීරෝ මිදං මහායසෝ සරණං කරෝ ලෝකහිතෝ දීපං කරෝ ජුතින්ජරෝ කුණ්ඩඤ්ඤෝ ජනපාමුක්ඛෝ මංගලෝ පුරිසා සබ්බෝ සුමනෝ සුමනෝ දීරෝ රේවතෝ රතිවන්දනෝ සෝභිතෝ ගුණ සම්පන්නෝ අනෝමදස්ස ජනුත්තමෝ පතුමෝ ලෝකපච්චුතෝ නාරදෝ වරසාරති පතුමුත්තරෝ සත්තසාරෝ සුමේදෝ අග්ගපුග්ගලෝ සුජාතෝ සබ්බ ලෝකං පිය දස්සී මරාසබ්බෝ අත්තදස්සී කාරුණිකෝ ධම්මදස්සී නමෝනුදෝ සිද්ධාත්තෝ අසමෝ ලෝකේ තිස්සෝ වරද සංවරෝ පුස්සෝ වරද සම්බුද්ධෝ විපස්සීච අනුපමෝ සිකී සබ්බහිතෝ සත්තා විස්සභූ සුඛදායකෝ කකුසන්தோ සත්තවාහෝ කෝනාගමනෝ රණංජවෝ කස් සම්පන්නෝ ගෝතමෝ සග්ග පුංගවෝති සංසච්චේන සීලේන කන්ති මෙත්ත බලේන චේතේ පිත්වං අනුරක්ඛන්තු ආරෝග්‍යේන සුඛේන චේතේ සංසච්චේන සීලේන කන්ති මෙත්ත බලේන චේතේ පිත්වං අනුරක්ඛන්තු ආරෝග්‍යේන සුඛේන චේතේ සංසච්චේන සීලේන කන්ති මෙත්ත බලේන චේතේ පිත්වං අනුරක්ඛන්තු ආරෝග්‍යේන සුඛේන චාති සිරිදිති මතිතේ ජය සින්දි මහින්දි මහා ගුණං අපරිමිත පුඤ්ඤාධිකාරස්ස තෙරාය නිවාරණ සමත්තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස දත්තින්ස මහා පුරිස ලක්ඛනානුභාවේන අසීන්ජනු ව්‍යංජන ලක්ඛනානුභාවේන අට්ඨුත්තර ලක්ඛනානුභාවේන චම්පන්න රංස්යානුභාවේන කීතුමාලානුභාවේන දස පාරමිතානුභාවේන දස උපපාරමිතානුභාවේන දස පරමත්ථ පාරමිතානුභාවේන සීල සමාධි පඤ්ඤානුභාවේන බුද්ධානුභාවේන ධම්මානුභාවේන සංඝානුභාවේන තේජානුභාවේන ඉන්ද්‍යානුභාවේන බලානුභාවේන ඤීය ධම්මානුභාවේන චතුරාසීති සාන්ත ධම්මස්කන්ධානුභාවේන නව ලෝකුත්තර ධම්මානුභාවේන අට්ඨංගික මග්ගානුභාවේන අට්ඨ සමාපත්ත්‍යානුභාවේන චල විඤ්ඤානුභාවේන මෙත්තා කරුණා මුදිතා උපේක්ඛානුභාවේන සම්බ පාරමිතානුභාවේන රතනන්තය සරණානුභාවේන තුයං සම්බ රෝග ශෝක දුක්ඛ දෝමනස් සුපායාසා විනස්සන්තු සම්බ සංඛප්පා තුයං සමිඤ්ඤන්තු දීඝායුකෝ හෝතු සතවස්ස සමන්විකෝ හෝතු සම්බදා ආකාශ පම්බත වන භූමි තටාක ගංගා මහා සමුද්ද ආරක්කක දේවතා සදා තුම්හි අනුරක්ඛන්තු සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන බුද්ධ රතනං ධම්ම රතනං සංඝ රතනං තින්නං රතනානං ආනුභාවේන චතුරාසීති සහස්ර ධම්මස්කන්ධානුභාවේන පිටකන්තයානුභාවේන ජින ශාවකානුභාවේන සම්බේති රෝගා සම්බේති පයා සම්බේති අන්තරායා සම්බේති උපන්දවා සම්බේති දුන්නිමිත්තා සම්බේති අවමංගලා විනස්සන්තු ආයුවඩ්ඩකෝ ධන වඩ්ඩකෝ සිරි වඩ්ඩකෝ යස වඩ්ඩකෝ වන්න වඩ්ඩකෝ සුඛ වඩ්ඩකෝ හෝතු සම්පදා දුක්ඛ රෝග භයා වේරා සෝකා සම්පි උපන්දවානි සන්තු ච තේජසා ජය සිද්ධි ධනං ලාභං සුන්ති භාග්‍යං සුඛං බලං සිරියායුජ්ජ වන්නෝ ච භෝගං බුද්ධි ච යසවා සත්වස්සා ච යුජ්ජ ජීව සිද්ධි භවන්තු සබ්බීතියෝ විවච්ඡන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවන්තං දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන භගවන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු
Good
Everyone
morning.
Saranai. And the
So we had our blessing chant, our candle vigil, and the resolution. Everything's done.
okay, yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. So first of all, let me wish you all a very, very, very happy New Year. And I'm glad that I was able to join like this year for this. I'm joining from Singapore, and I'm staying in the Buddhist center called Bodhiraja Buddhist Center, and this is where actually I stayed many years ago when I was doing my studies in Singapore. So this time I got invitation from here and also Malaysia to conduct few programs. So I came here. So let me wish you again, everyone, very happy New Year. I hope that you had a nice candle vigil and forgiveness meditation, and you received the chanting, blessing chant from all our monks, right? Yes. So for the New Year, I like to maybe important. I like to give you some reflection for you to to start your New Year. So actually today here is actually already January 2nd. And then for all of you, it's still January 1st. So already 1 year has gone, 1 day has gone, in Singapore. So it shows that actually how fast, the time flies. And so every new year is actually reminds us how fast the time is flying. So I feel like actually New Year is also kind of second chance that we all get, right? So usually in our lives we like to have a second chance because we will not be able to achieve our goal at first. We may not be able to behave perfectly as we wish. So it takes time for us to achieve our goals and reach our goal. Therefore, we all need a second chance in our life. So New Year actually gives us that second chance. That means every year we get an opportunity to reflect and then identify, what was the weak points, what was the mistakes in our lives, and then make new goals and set new resolutions and then start again. So I wish that so therefore New Year is it's a good opportunity for us to think back and then start again. Therefore, it's an important opportunity for us to reflect and think and then set new goals and then what like set resolutions, and use New Year as the second chance to grow, to progress. As human beings, the human life is the one of the rare and most precious way of life in this world, according to the Buddhist perspective. And there are many ways life can exist. The human form is one very precious form, because within this realm we can grow, we can cultivate, we can move beyond, we can change. If you think about how human beings lived 200 years ago and how animals lived 200 years ago. So animals did things 200 years ago the same way, and even today they are, living their life not very different from how they lived 200 years ago. But if you think about human life, what kind of changes that has happened, in human life. So only human beings can change, can grow, can develop. So in many other realms, living beings are simply experiencing the results of their previous karma. They they don't get much opportunity to create new karma, or to they don't have a big opportunity to grow or change. They simply repeat um, the same patterns. But as human beings, we can grow, we can change. So therefore, I think I invite you to understand that, a precious nature of human life, and we can change, we can move, we can develop ourselves, we can grow. And so New Year is an opportunity for us to again think about what areas in my life, I want to change, and what, good qualities that I want to develop, and what weaknesses that, I want to overcome. And then set that goal, because we can change. We don't have to be the same person every year. So even I was sharing with people here that every new year we have to set a goal to make a new version of ourselves. Not only new, actually, upgraded one version of ourselves. Because we get that, as human beings, we can do that. So therefore, I will invite you to think seriously about this precious nature of human life and our special ability to reflect our own mind, and our ability to grow, our ability to change, and then use this potential to make a better version of ourselves. And it's very important for this to recognize what is the dominant defilements that is bothering me in my life. Because different people can have a different defilements as dominant in their life. And that dominant defilement can bring troubles, problems, suffering for our life most of the time. So no one else can tell you except, we have a spiritual teacher closely observing you. But you can honestly make a genuine reflection and then identify, what is the weak point in my life? What is the weaknesses, or what kind of pattern in my life? What is the habitual pattern in my life? What defilements that is dominant in my life that is bringing me more troubles, unhappiness to my life? So recognizing that dominant defilements and the dominant negative pattern in our mind is very important. And then start work on that. That way we can gradually change our mind, and we can gradually overcome our weaknesses and defilements. And then slowly, we make a better version of ourselves. So that should be the New Year resolution. You can have an individual resolution for you. I hope that in the Bodhi leaf, you should have written your specific resolution. I also wrote myself last year, my own specific resolution, and I had 3 resolutions. I achieved one. I couldn't achieve the other 2 completely, but I'm setting that in resolution again for this year too. That is, about our Buddhist center also. But those are the specific resolutions. We have to have those goals. And I'm going to achieve these goals. But overall, our larger goal or resolution should be, I'm going to work with my dominant weakness. I'm going to work with my dominant, negative uh, uh, pattern in my mind. I'm going to work with dominant defilement in my mind. And then by the end of the year, I'm going to make a better version of myself, an upgraded version of myself. So the whole practice is there for us to slowly change and gradually purify our mind and then becoming a better version of ourselves until we develop an enlightened personality. So therefore, I encourage you to, make that goal and identify as human beings. We have this potential to change, to grow, and so we will use that. One little thing I would like to, highlight you. Maybe one thing you can start doing would be actually, well, there's one common weaknesses that we all have. One common weakness is our maybe our laziness to appreciate others. Somehow, we have this weakness, that many of us have this weakness that, particularly with regard to people that we live with most often, our family members, our friends, our colleagues, our co-workers, and we are quite lazy to appreciate others. When we see goodness in others, when we see the care and kindness in others, and we don't take time to appreciate that. If there's any mistake, if other person is doing any mistake or maybe doing some bad things, we will open our mouth and then we will talk about it. But when people are behaving well, when people have a deep concern and people have good behavior, we don't tend to express our appreciation most often. So one thing I would like to I like you to pay attention is that am I appreciating others enough? And am I because if you start to appreciate others, you will see a big difference in our life. Because that will also change our habit of focusing on negative things and focusing on fault finding. But at the same time, we can see the weakness and faults in others too. But appreciating others can change ourselves. We will see most of the positive things in others and world. It will also change other people too, because whenever you appreciate something, and the other people will try to develop that quality. So we are quite lazy and maybe stingy in appreciating others and acknowledging good behavior, good habit, and goodness and good qualities in others. We simply take things for granted. But I will encourage you, particularly with your family members and friends and co-workers, and open your mouth and don't be stingy, don't be lazy, and keep appreciating their goodness, their good qualities, their good habit. That will be one thing you can do. But at the same time, try to find out what is the more dominant tendency, the defilement in me that is giving me troubles, problems and unhappiness in my life, and try to focus on that. In that way, we can actually grow ourselves. So hopefully by the end of the year, we will be a much better person than we started the new year. So that should be the goal. I think the new year is that great opportunity for us to have this focus to grow. So it's a second chance. Maybe if you didn't get much chance to work on your weaknesses last year, okay, this year you have got it. So use this second chance, because remember that you will not get many second chances. We will not get many second chances, And Buddha has said that, the time flies very fast. The nights become dawns, and then our strength, our physical strength is decaying. And therefore we will not get much chance. Therefore, we should really focus our mind on growing our mind, and then use this as a second chance. So I wish you a very, very happy New Year, and may you use this New Year to upgrade yourself, okay, and to make a better version of yourself. Many things are upgrading every year. Maybe the phone that you are using may not be the same phone that you used 2 years ago. It has already been upgraded. It's a new version. Do you want to live in the same way that you lived last year? Yeah, maybe yes, all the good qualities, good habits, you can keep it. But let's try to focus on that, at least upgrade a little bit, upgrade a little bit about our life. Even right now, when I open this Zoom, it took me a while because Zoom is doing an upgrade. And so every month they do some kind of upgrades. So when that is doing it, I was thinking, that how often that we upgrade ourselves. Yeah, and then so I really hope that you will try to focus on at least one little weakness, one little defilements, one little negative pattern, negative habit, and then try to work on that, and then make yourself a better version of you by the end of the year. So with that, I wish you all the blessings, and may you all have a great New Year ahead. I'm very sorry that I was not able to be with you in person for this year, but I think this is the first January 1st that I was absent, in Buddhist Center for all the last 15 years. But I'm so glad that we have our resident monks to help you. And I'm sure that they do a very, very good job. So we have 4 monks now. Although I was not able to be there in person, I'm so glad that I was able to join you like this. I can see you, most of you, I can see you, and I can feel your presence. And I really wish you very, very happy New Year. May all your goals for this year, may you be able to achieve them, and may all your obstacles on your path be removed. May you receive enough help to achieve your goal, to reach your goal. May you have all the supports from everywhere to achieve your goal, and may you have a great New Year, and may you create a better version of yourself by the end of the year. Happy New Year to everyone. Teruvan Saranai.
Thank you very much, Bhante. So we can conclude our blessing ceremony. This event, now still little more things we have to do. Blessing strings we have to tie, and our refreshment. Then, and also I have something. We had our Buddhism class year in exams, Bhante. So I have a few students here. Here we have a certificate awarding ceremony.
Yes, wonderful. Certificate award ceremony. That's great. So I think they have improved their knowledge of the Dhamma during last year. So I'm sure that they have a better version of this themselves when they start this new year now, right? They have grown in their knowledge and understanding of the Dhamma.
Okay, Bhante, thank you again. So let's conclude this session, and also thank you all our friends who joined over YouTube, and maybe over YouTube. Few more friends are still joining. So thank you very much, and wish you all happy New Year and good health.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Teruvan Saranai, all children and all dadas, Teruvan Saranai, Dhamma friends. See you later, in other sessions.
Bye.